We are back at the Lake Superior RC Car Club, in Proctor, Minnesota, just on the outskirts of Duluth. The track is located at the Proctor Fairgrounds, where there is ample space to park, and it is a good thing, because the race entries have surpassed the 170 mark. There is an influx of Canadian racers here, as well as travelers from Wisconsin, North Dakota, and even from California. The Paintworks team arrived midday on Friday, and are a little ways from the track. They will certainly be getting their steps in this weekend. The weather is looking awesome today, but leading up to this event it wasn't looking too promising. The LSRCCC crew had to deal with a large amount of rain Thursday morning, and ended up cancelling their club races that night. They have done an awesome job prepping the track in preparation for the MNRC weekend. There is some sawdust down, and a few pieces of plywood to cover areas that were trenched to remove water. Looking at it now, you would have never suspected there were areas of this track underwater. We are excited to be back in Proctor for round 4 of the MNRC Off-road Racing Series. It should be an exciting weekend of racing on this tight technical layout. It's qualifying day and Alec is ready to go. The track is wet and there is almost a fine mist in the air. Temps are cool, so the engines will be really making some power today. Alec is going out on Sweep Whips tires for this round. This back double section is a little tricky. The fast line is a slight angle, and not over jumping into the corner. This far corner is what I would call a wagon wheel, step down combo. There is a nice center tabletop you want to downside, turning hard into the corner. The left tabletop has options. If you have the drive out of the corner, you can double over the second bump. Some are choosing not to risk it, and are downsiding the tabletop. Alec is running third in this one, but is having a tough go. He is making some mistakes while testing his lines and discovering his flow. He will need to clean up those errors and find his pace if he wants a shot at qualifying straight into the A final.
Right now, nobody running at 12. Kyle Holberg, only one to run at 12.
Alec's first run would place him into the B group for qualifying, so he will have a little tougher time putting his RC8B4 into the A final. Chris and Carter are here this weekend also to compete in the Truggy class.
Where are you, Darren and Talon? All the racing work, so. Oh, 15 seconds in, sorry guys.
These guys all chasing down Bomber with that 12.627. Sportsman drivers, you guys should all basically be getting up here. There's only 6 minutes until you guys are up and ready to go. First heat of Sportsman. We'll see how they draw. Getting ready with a 32.55, 32.4.
Carter is running a pretty good pace and getting comfortable with the track. Did I mention he is only 11 years old? He is really going to develop in the next few years and will surely be an A-main contender. Low-flying clouds are moving in as Alec prepares for his second qualifying effort. He has gone out on sweet carbide tires for this round, and immediately his car looks more stable and consistent. Alec is running a pretty good pace in this one, and would go 6th for the round. He would back it up in the third qualifier, with a 7th overall, to place him into the A final for tomorrow's program. Chris tops off Carter's Truggy as they prepare to run the last qualifier of the day. Carter is currently in the A group, running with some of the series top guns. You can see the changes in this track. There is a clean, hard groove developing in the main line. Racers have been adjusting tires all day, going to smaller pins and stepping up in compounds. Racers are clicking off the fastest laps they have turned all day, so it is important to get in a good run this last round.
Greg is up to the point. Lucas had a bad lap. Greg, Brody, Joseph, Fred, Josh, Lucas, Jeremy, David, Stephen, Tony, Carter, Stephen, Tony, and
Lucas
Carter.
Lazari is here, and is one fast Canadian. Early on in this qual he sat at the top of the list. He has made a few mistakes, but keeps charging. His Techno truck looks very nimble on this track, and is very aggressive in the corners. He will be one to watch come main day.
Six drivers, all within striking distance of that lead.
Josh Ford is also here, and is an MNRC multi-time champion. His style is extremely smooth and consistent. There is also a hauntingly calm demeanor about Josh, which surely is part of his secrets to success. Qualifying is over for the day, so it is time to get some supper, a nice beverage, and prepare for tomorrow.
off. Well, wait a second. Let's keep the wheels on.
Yeah.
Drive it like you stole it. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first race up for Team Paintworks is the Truggy B final. This is quite the fathers and sons race, with Ohm, Johnson, Igniszewski, and Gash all being pitted by their dads. Trouble takes the early lead from P1, with Xander making a quick pass to second. Trent settles into fourth, with Carter moving up to the fifth spot before the end of lap 1.
Pulls that gap back up a little bit.
Carter settles in for the long 30-minute main, trying to maintain a nice tight line and consistent laps. The first round of pit stops has begun at about the 7-minute mark. I would expect Carter to do a 7.5 pit window. The race leader, Xander Johnson, comes in for his fuel. The pit dads are on it. Just look at that smooth release.
7:45.
Alec prepares to grab Carter for his pit stop. A full tank of VP Nitro, and Carter is back on his way. Carter's reliable Novorossi engine has not skipped a beat. His associated truck is looking very good and under control. Trouble is managing his race, running in the second bump position. He knows his end goal is the A final.
Oh, that's Doug House out. That's Truck House there. Bump his idle up, Terrell, if you can hear me.
Xander is just cruising out front in his Techno Truggy. His raw speed super minis are hooking up and the handling looks fantastic.
Xander, Trouble, Tony Swenson, your top three. 14 minutes in, drivers, 14 minutes.
The top three are right together on the track here, not really battling, just trying to hold onto their bump positions.
On Carter Gosh, so
Carter keeps running hard and has moved into the fourth position. Brody Igniszewski has also moved forward into the third position. That puts the four father and son teams out front.
Igniszewski a full lap on Carter Gosh.
The leaders are right together on the track again. I am sure they have an earful on comms from their dads. Go easy, save the truck, don't hit each other. All kinds of wisdoms from a couple of nervous crew chiefs.
Seconds to go.
Xander can just pull in. He doesn't even need to finish. Win. Yeah. Maxwell's tire is still hanging in there, man. That was thing was coming off at like the 8-minute mark. Hats off to him for being able to drive it. And it's staying on for the entire race. Usually when they show signs of that, it comes off pretty early. 15 seconds left to go, guys. 15 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and you are done as you cross.
Maxwell final done.
Maxwell in and done. You are done as you cross.
Ready, guys, let's go. Rock, paper, start. Carter, Josh, done. Curly done.
The father and son teams would finish in the top 4 spots. A pretty good showing for all of them, with 3 bumping to the A final later today.
Simpson done. All drivers are finished.
So taking that one. Xander Johnson, followed by Trouble and Trent.
Hey, all right, post-race interview. What do you think?
Sweaty.
You're sweaty? That's what your takeaway is?
Yeah.
The sun was beating at him.
Yeah.
Dude, that was an awesome race.
Thanks.
You stuck it out, you stuck in there, you went from 6th on the grid, finished out 4th. Beat some of the tough guys out there, except for that Ohm Johnson team from the West.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's one syllable, that's what I get?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, good job,
Shelby
buddy.
Tompkins.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm here with Trouble. Just ran 2nd in the B-main Nitro behind his racing companion, Xander.
Yep,
What do you think? What do you got to say about the last race?
it was really good. I mean, the main thing there was just try to keep it on all 4. It's been kind of a struggle throughout qualifying, so I knew if I can keep it on all 4, me and Xander could keep up in 1st, 2nd, 3rd if needed. So we were just pushing each other and just kept racing. Had a lot of fun. That's all we're here for.
Yep, it looked like when you guys were next to each other on the end of that race, it looked like you were both just gently driving the track, it was like,
Yep.
We just got to get to the end.
Yep, that's exactly it. I mean, we had both of our dads in our ears telling us, save the truck, and it's like, I've been saving the whole race. I mean, I could have pushed a lot harder, but there really wasn't a point in it, because you can't win the race in the first turn, you can definitely lose it.
Yep, there's a lot of years of racers in your ear, as well as you're a veteran too, so you know what it takes to finish the race. Good job, buddy, and we'll see you in the final.
Oh, of course. Excited.
Remember, drivers.
All right, so I'm with Xander, who just won that race.
Use up too much of your battery.
Looks like you were on a Sunday drive towards the end there.
Yeah. Before we race.
Yeah, good race. Now your team's got 3 trucks in the A now.
Yep.
Waiting for Danny,
How are you guys gonna handle that?
and Talon.
One pit guy?
Yep, one pit guy.
Well, you can count on us. We'll help you out. But
missed this truck
how's the
race.
truck feel?
I'm wondering if he's even here at all.
Amazing. Running the Techno rig.
Anybody know?
What kind of motor you got in there?
I got a block motor in there.
Block motor. Raw speed tires?
Yep.
What were you running for?
Raw Speed Super Minis.
Super Minis.
Danny up
Truck
there?
looked awesome. Good job, Xander. And we'll see you in the big show.
Danny Reichel.
There we go.
Matt from MCRC is at the race this weekend with his premium RC products. At the forefront are his custom charging leads. Matt can custom construct a charging lead to your specifications. From single cell up to 4-cell applications, and in a variety of colors and connectors. MCRC also offers balancing lead adapters, connectors, and magnetic charging kits. Check them out on the web and on Facebook. Products can be ordered online from their store. Not completely sure? Just use the contact form and reach out to Matt for help. Next up is the Truggy A final. Corey will be assisting Team Ohm on the grid. Alec will be setting trouble on the grid and assisting in the pits. Chad is crew chief of this motley bunch. He definitely has his hands full. David has come in after his warm-up laps, and Chad gives the engine a quick temp check. Corey tops him off and they head to grid.
Down the front straight, forward down the front straight.
Greg Ballnow is off to the early lead in this 30-minute final.
Who's next? Looks like Luke is coming around. He's across the start-finish. Drew Dockin now up there as well. No. That wasn't Drew Dockin.
Our three-bump drivers, Xander, Trent, and Trouble are in a battle of their own early on. They are looking for race pace and trying not to get into each other.
The Baumel just now moving into the double-double. Clean through the double-double. All four gets it wrong. Fitzsimmons is there. Fitzsimmons takes the two. Ford. Just a-waiting. So 3 minutes and 50 seconds in, we got Baumel, Fitzsimmons, Ford, Ignazuski, Lazari, Ohm, Sean Van Dalen, Jeremy Whiting, Xander Johnson, Trouble, Francis Ignazuski, and Drew Dockin.
An epic battle appears to be brewing at the front. Joey Fitzsimmons is running well, and has moved ahead of Ford on the track to take the second position. Brody Ignashevsky has begun to mount a challenge on Ford, running right on his heels. Lucas Lazar is still hanging tough in 5th place, not losing touch with the leaders.
Left over. I mean, there's so much maneuvering that can happen, but Baumel is getting out there, and he has stretched that lead to the point where Joey probably can't see his car on a regular basis. He's got a couple of racers directly in front of him. The leader is coming down the front straight right now. You guys are going to want to pull wide to let that leader through. Perfect. One of you guys did. Nice job.
Greg's Kyosho Truggy is looking very smooth and relaxed at the front of this race.
Barton did a great job staying out of the way, not taking himself out of the racing line. Let Josh Ford go on through. Nobody wants to be a sandwich in between a couple of super fast guys. 5 minutes, 35 seconds in, Baumel, Fitzsimmons, Ford. Baumel just hitting the wagon wheel right now. Gap last lap, 4.113 seconds. 4.9 seconds right now. 4.9 seconds. Coming up on the 6-minute mark. 6 minutes to go in this race. I'm sorry, 6 minutes into this race. Like Lucas said, oh, we got one hitting the wall on pit lane. Josh Ford. 7 minutes in, 7 minutes.
Joey is still holding on to second place, but Josh has closed the gap and begun to apply pressure.
Josh and Joey right through the wagon wheel, right on each other. Josh starting to close up, maybe just a tad.
Brody is right there in 4th, not letting the lead pack get away.
Just making their way into the infield. Over the tabletop goes Ford. No, Ford over the double. Brody over the table, or the double-double. Too many cars that look similar. Did you guys get the memo? No similar cars. Ford still hanging right on the back of Joey Fitzsimmons. Joey gets a... Oh, Josh touches the pipe. Coming out of the wagon wheel, puts Brody right on his butt. Brody into the pit. The leader, touches the pipe. Joey Fitzsimmons takes advantage.
A rare mistake by Greg, and Joey moves into the top spot with his associated ultimate-powered Truggy.
So Joey in the red and white Truggy and Bommel in the white, yellow, and red buggy. Coming up over the tabletop on the interior. Joey just hung there long enough, got to capitalize on a little mistake. And that puts him at the point, 12 and a half minutes in. Joey gets it crazy through the double-double. Saves it, doesn't lose a whole lot of ground. Josh Ford by Brody. Let's go back and look at that too, but we got some excitement. And, oh, at the front, and Bommel puts it up on two wheels and saves it. So Josh Ford and Brody battling through the wagon wheel right here. They're down the front stretch. 4 or 5 car lengths separating the two. Josh has got it. Brody wants it. They're through the interior of the track, inside sweeper, towards the hairpin. Brody right on his butt. Brody goes short. Josh goes long into the double-double. Both clean through the double-double. A little waggle of the tail from Brody. 13 minutes and 20 seconds in. 13:20 into the race. 2-minute lead for Joey Fitzsimmons over Greg Bommel and a 1-second lead for Josh Ford over Brody. Josh, 6.5 seconds behind second place Greg Bommel. Everything up at the top here. Oh, Bommel throws it up end over end and somehow puts it on the tires, loses almost no ground. So Bommel into the double-double. Fitzsimmons into the double-double. It was a little bigger, puts the car down nice. Oh no! Something is wrong on the front end of Joey Fitzsimmons' car. Oh my goodness, that sucks. Josh Ford second, Brody Ignazuski third. That's heartbreaking. That was just a clean landing. Fine. Showing 5.7 seconds up on Josh Ford.
At the halfway mark, Josh Ford begins to chip away at Greg's lead. Was it tire conservation? Was he in safe mode? We will see if he can mount a challenge and continue to close the gap.
Oh, Brody gets it all kinds of crazy. He's working with Sean Van Dalen down on the far end of the track. And you lose sight.
Greg would enter the pits for fuel and Josh stays out, taking over first place.
Josh Ford into the interior of the track here. Through that long sweeper that's got a lot of rubber building up on it. He moves into the double-double in the back. Josh Ford clean through there across the hairpin right in front of the announcer's booth. 16:30 down, 16:30 down. 16:30 into this race. Josh Ford, Greg Bommel, Brody Ignazuski. Brody right here in front of me tucks the tire up over one of the tubes. Down the short straight into the wagon wheel. Lucas in the go into the wagon wheel. Bommel puts it on two-wheel.
After the fuel stops, Josh would end up right on Greg's bumper.
A second difference between the two, but it wasn't that. It was nose to butt. Ford again trying the inside. Cannot hold the line. Goes over the top. Cannot make it stick. Bommel sees it happening and gooses it out. Great battle at the lead. Bommel gets a little bit crazy. Ford does not go in and press the issue. It would have spun him around. Josh did the right thing and held back. Geez, though, 21 minutes in, 9 minutes to go. Brody managing to whip it up.
9 minutes to go, so there will be another round of fuel stops for our leaders.
Got some work to do to close up for that podium spot. Looks like we had a flame over here. Beady Alec, damn, holy crap, that kid can move. 21-25 in. Still Bommel, Ford, Ignazuski, Lucas Lazari. Van Dalen in the 5 now. Real battle is for the lead right now. Bommel and Ford just duking it out. One goes big, one goes small. We got one at the end of the double-double, upside down. Those two both make it through clean. They got Lucas in tow. So clean through there down the front straight they go. How do you make a pass? Half a second gap in between the two of them. 22-10, 22-10. Into this race, 7:45 to go. Your leader and your second place through the double-double. Both clean. Through the wagon wheel they go. Down the front straight.
Greg pulls in for fuel and Josh continues. Can Josh pull a quick lap and win the pit stop race?
22:40 in, 7:20 to go. And Dalen slides into the pits as well. Homer's there with the gun. Throws in the fuel, throws him back out again. Good clean stop. So could the pit strategy play a factor here? We'll have to wait and see. The pressure is on for those guys in the pits. They got to be fast. Ford now into the pits. Husband and wife team stuffing the gun in. Back on our way again. Nice, solid, clean stop for Josh Ford. Puts him out slightly in front of Greg Baumel.
Ford's strategy works and comes out in front of Greg after their last fuel stops. Jeff and Deb Ford having a killer pit stop, making it happen.
And not much race left to go. If you're going to make your move, you're going to have to get her done fairly soon. Ford down the short stretch in front of me, into the wagon wheel. Baumel into the wagon wheel. Down the front straight they go, 1.6 seconds to gap. Ford, Baumel, Ignazuski, Lazari, Van Dalen, Holm, Ignazuski, Whiting, Doc, and Trouble Johnson, and Fitzsimmons. So Brody coming up behind a lapper. That lapper moved into the pits. Excellent, nice work. Ford crosses the line. Baumel crosses the line. Let's look at their gap. 1.9 seconds now. So Josh, lengthy lead, 1.9 seconds. That's about as good as you can ask for from these two for this entire race. They got a lapper in between right now. Oh, Ford gets it all wrong through the double-double. Baumel goes around, hits the hairpin, can't close up to make the pass, but he is now right there on Ford's rear end. Fraction of a second now, 0.6 seconds between the two with 25 minutes down and 5 minutes to go. No look now, but now Lucas is starting to close the gap on Brody again. Lucas, puts it up on two wheels. Rail slides around. Moves into pit lane. I don't know if that was planned or not, but that's where he ended up. Gets on a splash of fuel and he's backing out again. 25-20 in. And I look back and Ford and Baumel are still at it. Ford's got first right now. Baumel is right there with him. Through the wagon wheel. Both of them clean. Just doing everything they can to put down the power. Grip looks like it's coming up. Oh, Ford gets it wrong. Josh Baumel gets by on the interior of the track.
With 3.5 minutes to go, Greg is at the point. They have kept the race director Ben Sovercol busy, as he does a fantastic job calling this race.
Into the wagon wheel they go. 26 minutes and 20 seconds down. Baumel, Ford, Brody, Lucas. Lucas falls back after that little rail slide to 9 seconds back. We got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this doggone race. And it's been a night, just a battle all the way through. Baumel with a wrong in the double-double, and Josh Ford takes advantage. They're all right there. Into the wagon wheel they go again. Down the front straight they go. 1.1 second is the gap. exhausted and all I'm doing is talking. So they're moving out into the exterior of the track, into the double-double. Josh Ford leading. Bommel right there through the hairpin, down the short stretch goes Ford into the wagon wheel. Little touch by Bommel. 2.1 seconds is now the gap with 2.5 minutes left to go in this race. Lucas trying to close back up on Brody again as well. 6 seconds back now. So your leader has an off at the end of the double-double. Super fast Marshall by KP was right there on it. Through the wagon wheel. Bommel tries to collect himself and get it back together.
2 minutes to go and Josh has a slight buffer. Any mistake and it could be the race.
Through that long interior sweep and turn goes Bommel. Ford now moving into the double-double. They've got Brody in front of them. So Josh Ford now coming up on Brody down the short chute into the wagon wheel. 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Bommel 3.2 seconds back. He's got to make his move. Minute 30 to go. Minute 30 to go. Bommel puts it on 2 wheels coming into that big sweeper. Ford into the double-double. Not super clean, but no crashy bangy. Bommel right there coming down. Oh, we got a car upside down. Ford gets through clean. Gap right now, 2.8. So Bommel made up a little bit of ground, but with only 1 minute to go, it's going to have to be more. They've got cars all around them. Oh no, Bommel gets it upside down, and oh my goodness, that's terrible. The Marshall there quickly, but that's about as good as you can do. And Bommel gets it upside down again, and Ford is going to walk away. 40 seconds to go. Something catastrophic is going to need to happen.
With less than a minute to go, Greg would need 2 marshals, which would pretty much seal the deal for Josh.
Oh, that is a tragic. It was huge. That's what she said. Just big.
Josh would come home with the win in a very hard-fought battle.
10 seconds to go.
Great job Josh, Greg, and Brody on an excellent
I think your
race.
leader, Josh Ford, is going to get his victory lap here. And he does. Josh Ford. Josh Ford coming around down that short stretch there. Into that wagon wheel, across the start-finish line with the A-main Truggy victory. Greg Bommel in second.
All drivers are finished.
Wow.
Alec was up next in the Nitro buggy final. He has had a tough start and is currently in the 11th position. He is coming to terms with the grip level. He chose Sweet Pixel tires, which is probably the best tread for a hard groove. This track is grooved, but there is a definite dust layer outside the groove, which can easily be kicked up into the racing line, creating inconsistencies.
In the 3, Bommel holding down the number 2 spot. Jeremy Whiting now kind of coming into the picture behind Ford. Then James Dolan making a mistake and dropping 2 more spots. Blake Carbuga, Brody, and Yashevsky getting by. Alex Smith up 1 spot into the number 8.
He is catching the pack and finding the invisible speed in his car. He would continue to fight in this final, climbing all the way up to finish in the 5th position. Pretty good day's work with this group of drivers.